Okay, hello. Paletto's Corner again. This is part 2 of the Tijuana trilogy, or whatever I was telling you about what happened in the line. I think I stopped off where I was in the secondary and what was going down. I think I went to 3 or 4 guards or security people, or whatever you want to call these guys. These security guys were only in there laughing at the fact that I wouldn't take off my hat. So one distinguished gentleman came over, and I've known him, and I asked him, like I left off, if I was in the line, would you be able to distinguish me without my hat or with my hat? He says, well, the way it is right here, right now, yeah, I know who I can tell from the ID and the hat. And I said, well, then if you're telling me that you know this guy, it seems like you're trying to put it off on me that maybe I was the problems in the line. He says, no, I don't mean that. I just been knowing the guy for a long time, and he's been easygoing. I say, well, he wasn't so easygoing today. And he says, okay, I'll be back. And he only went for a few seconds, and he came back, and he put the thing back as well. He didn't give us the authorization to actually leave. All right, so what happens next is about 20 minutes later, another guy comes over, and he has a bald head. I'm not going to give anybody's name because, I don't know if I'm going to have any kind of legal repercussions for things like that. So I won't say anybody's name. Anyway, he comes over, and he looks at it, and he says, a hat, what the? And he just walked away and said he'd be right back. And he did. He came back in about 5 or 6 minutes, and he told us to leave. And no search, no extra talking about anything. He just said, yeah, you guys get out of here. But while we were waiting, so now my case is over, and I'm cleared and I can leave. While we were waiting, they don't want you to have video and your cameras or your cell phones and things like that. We were sitting pretty close to a guard, pretty much about as close as you can see this guy right here selling food in the line. And that's how close the guard was. We were sitting next to, and they were searching another guy's car, which was about as close as the car right there. You see that car is pretty close to this car. I'm doing far-away shot. Sorry I'm moving the camera so much. But that's how close the car was. All of the cars that were lined up in the line for the secondary check. This guy was next to us. That's how close it was. He was standing outside of his car as instructed by the officer. And this was the officer that was searching his car. Now, his car was being searched. The officer that was on the computer, which was right next to the guy selling them the stuff, is where the computers were. He was on the computer, mind you, with the shades on in the back of his head, bald-headed guy too, short hair. And he turns over and he tells the guy, don't look at the officer. The guy's already standing far back from the car now. He's not even close to his own car. The other officer instructed him where to stand. This guy turns around and tells him to turn around and look at the wall. You get that? Turn around and look at the wall. Now, this is why I'm in the line for a hat, because these guys are trying to be... It's ridiculous. It's almost like being a bully in, elementary school or something. They're demanding you to do something, and you're already cooperating, and this guy tell you to look at the wall like you're some little kid in school when you get in trouble, and the teacher tells you to go to the corner for a timeout. Now, you come to your own conclusions. But this is not about security. This is about authority, and these people are telling you what to do, how to do it, and you're going to answer their questions no matter how ridiculous it is. So this is the line of the border. You probably can't see it that well, but there's a lot of cars in the borderline. I'm going to try to be as short and to the point as I can. But this is part 2 of the TJ to the US video. I'm trying to get a close-up shot there. This camera does not zoom or anything like that, so I hope I'm getting it clear enough for you. All right, so there you go. Believe it or not, these lines sometimes last 3 to 4 hours. And sometimes you can get lucky enough and get 2 hours, but when you hit the lottery, it's an hour. And I've had luck where I did it 30 minutes. Well, that is definitely luck. It doesn't happen all the time. So anyway, this is Pauletto's Corner, Botanica International. May God bless you and the spirits walk with you and your ancestors shine through. Have a wonderful life.